Morning, not the green wall. I slept in the big house. I just came in here this morning. Something very exciting's happened and I just, couldn't sleep in, and I was just super excited because we are Zooming this morning. You know how everybody's on the video chats now that we're all stuck in our houses. I don't know why we do this before, but anyway. So yeah, I'm Zooming with 3 other wonderful booktubers this morning, and I am very excited. It is now 5 a.m. My Zoom call's at 6:30, so I have some time, and I did read a little bit more after I spoke with you yesterday, so I am on there. I am on, I've got 80 pages to go of Bruni. It dropped. Big time it dropped, and it was an unexpected drop, so that was awesome. I was like, oh, I did that one. The Who and the Hows it dropped were not as good as the drop, so now we are working through that information, and I think the shit's gonna hit the fan. That's, to put it as crassly as I can, but that's it. So I'm going to quickly scoff this last 80 pages down with my cup of tea, and I will talk to you when it is done. I'm actually quite excited to read the end, so here we go. Sometimes I'm crying, by the way. I think sometimes you don't realize how much a book is getting in, and something just happened. And it was an emotional response, like this real emotional response. And I think after my rant yesterday and my feelings about the book as I've been reading it, I was saying they were moving away from being great. But maybe I was so angry yesterday because I'm invested. Maybe, I don't know. This took me by surprise, this little crying moment, because I thought I had switched off emotion to this book. I thought that I was just not getting through because I'm interested in the story, like the core story, but I thought that I had emotionally moved away. But things are dropping, and that wave just took over and surprised me. So I thought after my rant yesterday, I need to really film my reactions honestly, because that's, a book moves me through so many different spaces. Anyway, I am 60 pages now, just over 60 pages of finishing. The tension is huge, and it's so exciting, and it's not like just get on with it and make whatever you're going to do happen. Like it's intriguing and interesting, and there's players being brought in, and yes, the excitement is so real, and I am here for it. You know what? I'm here for it because it's been building to this point, and I see that, but we've lost all the other stuff. Like, this is about what's happening with this bridge, and the stuff behind it, the political stuff, and that's what I've wanted, only what I've wanted the whole time. I love it. Whew, okay. Whew. I'm all excited at 5:30 in the morning. I'll let you know how it ends. I'm just reading the last pages. Right. let's declare it now. I'm a lefty, always have been, always will be. This is obviously written from the perspective of a very, very lefty. And lots of people often call us idealists. And this book certainly got wrapped up in the ideal little bow that it needed to be wrapped up in. My rant from yesterday stands right to the end. There are so many things that I agree with that the author wanted to project. I agree with them, but they didn't belong in this book. This book is like this kind of spewing out of all of this pent up anger at the state of the world that the author had. And she used her character to voice all of those things for her. But as a reader, I wasn't fooled at all. It was all her. There was too much. It's like everything that Heather Rose thinks is wrong with this country, with this world, with our political system, with our political leaders. She had opinions on a former prime minister that, wasn't my cup of tea, but, just the really overt opinions were too much. At the core, the story is a good one. And if she had have stuck to the story about, the mystery behind this bridge, this little terrorist attack, and who blew up the bridge, and the political drama between the different political parties, even the, kind of involvement of the federal government in local state politics, the sort of family connections within that political sphere. That was a good story. It was a really good story. At the core of it, it was intriguing and interesting, and it affected me emotionally. You saw it. I was excited to find out when it all dropped at the end. But even right to the end, the author was still injecting herself with her political opinions, and everybody go for it. It's, it just didn't fit with this book. There was too much. So, yeah, I'm disappointed. Now, Heather Rose, and I wish I had it here in the granny flat. I'll show you later on. She wrote a book called The Museum of Modern Love. When those cool booktubers do, this is editing, Natalie. Because I just thought I'd edit the vlog and post it. And in it I said I would show you Heather Rose's other book. This is The Museum of Modern Love. Look at all these little tabs. That's when I was a tabber. Okay, back to what I was saying. You need to read that book. It's great. It's really, really great. And it's completely different. It's really, really good. This one is just from someone who's so disillusioned with politics and the world, and it just needed to write about it. That's what this is to me. If you ever pick this up, let me know what you think about it. I certainly don't want to put you off. But yeah, for me, it was a miss. So this is definitely just a, I want to say 3-star. It's not a 4-star. It's a 3-star. Yeah. But anyway, okay, one book down for Aussie April. Right, now, I'm late because I was reading that book. I have a Zoom meeting now. I need a cup of tea for my Zoom meeting. It's not a meeting, is it? It's a meeting of friends who have talked on Voxer, and now we're all going to see each other in the flesh, and it's so exciting. And I'm the one hosting the meeting, and I'm late. So anyway, they all know that about me by now. My lack of dependability in these situations. So I'm going to get my computer set up and chat with these guys for a little bit. Thanks for listening to my rant about that book. Yeah, I kind of feel like my emotions take over in these videos and I'm really kind of raw. But anyway, that's what I want to be. So that's what I'm going to be. They're my honest, in-the-moment opinions. Okay. Just going to let that go, set up for this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Anyway. Hi. Nice to meet. Be a part of the vlog. Hi.
Hi. I get this on the internet.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dada. Happy birthday to you. What a day. Oh my goodness. It's been a juggling day. But it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I am clocking off work. Definitely. I did go in and pick my next book, and I don't know where I've put it. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I should have a break between work and talking to you guys because my brain's muddled. Anyway, I was on the 40 before 40 shelf. I saw this book. This is the Feel Good Hit of the Year by Liam Piper. I've wanted to read this book for ages, years. And it's a memoir. This is sort of a story about his childhood. This is a memoir, yeah. So his parents were kind of really bohemian and just let him be free, and sort of the consequences of that. I'm sure there's way more to it, but my brain's way muddled right now. Anyway, I picked this because, as you saw, I Zoomed with Simon and Jacqueline and Julia this morning. It was wonderful. And Simon raised, and we were talking about how sad it is for the people that are releasing books at the moment, and that aren't able to do their events and their launches and all that sort of stuff. I, at the moment, don't have a budget to buy books, nor we're all just kind of keeping it for a rainy day just in case. We're self-employed people too, so it's important to keep for a rainy day. I can't do book buying binges at the moment. I'm also surrounded by a mother load of books that I haven't read, so I can't really justify buying a new book. Anyway, this is a long story to tell you that Liam Piper just came out with a new book called Sweetness and Light. And my friend Carly, hi Carly Napier, who's an author herself, she kind of flagged the release of this book, of his new book, with me at the start of the year, and I intended to buy it, but it just hasn't panned out. But I still kind of had in the back of my mind, she gave it 5 stars too, his new book, so I need to get it eventually. But I kind of had in the back of my mind that, he released a book and all of this stuff went down. So I thought, I'm going to pick this up and read it because I've wanted to read it for ages, and I am supporting him as an author, even though I haven't bought his new book, but I will eventually, just not right now. So that's why I've picked this up. Sorry guys, this is where we're at. Sorry, that was a lot of a ramble. This is the new book that I'm going to read, but I'm not going to read it now. It's my husband's birthday still. Apparently it goes all day, and he's requested my presence on the deck to watch the sunset, and I'm going to take a gin out and watch the sunset with him, so that might calm me down. Maybe I should have talked to you after I had the gin. Oh, I got this gin. Did I tell you about this? I got this gin and it was reduced. Jinzu. It was reduced when I got it, and I bought it the day before I got sick, so it's been sitting on my bench, and I just popped its fancy with a cork, and I've looked at it for 2 weeks, and this is the first sip I've had out of it, and it is delicious. It's wonderful, but it means I'm going to have to buy expensive gin from now on, and bloody hell, champagne tastes on a beer budget. I've got to hang out that washing. dancing and singing and drinking gin, and now it's bedtime. Haven't read a single word of this book, and also didn't edit my vlog to post tonight, so I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to have a 2-day vlog. Hooray! Good night. Time to start. Water. I need lots of water. He's gonna get a book to come and read with me. So I'll wait, sit down. Oh, I just hit myself in the head. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Just finished part 1, part 2 of this. So this is Liam Piper's. My son's staring at me. This is Liam Piper's story of his childhood, and basically part 1 was all about how his parents just, wanted to be in a bohemian lifestyle, but had 3 kids and had to sort of knuckle down, but loved smoking pot, and the discussion around their thoughts that pot wasn't bad, and of how his brother got into it, and then now he has just started smoking a pot. And his mother's was like, oh, okay, you're smoking pot now. Don't touch my stash. So, yeah, kind of a unorthodox upbringing, I would suggest. But I guess it's kind of the base for where the story heads. So, yeah, it's very easy to read. It's not, it's really well written, I think. I'm enjoying the writing. So I'll just keep punching through. I'm up to chapter 2, peaking at high school. I don't think it's going to end well. It's just a hunch I have. The rain's really kicking in. It's so nice. I'm up to part 3 now. Just finished part 2. It ended sadly, but I'm very invested in this story, and like I'm feeling myself rooting for him. And I know it works out fine because he becomes a successful author, so I know the end, but just at the moment it feels really hard. Yes, Fitzy.
We need to cut my nail off.
We need to cut your nail off.
My toenail, the big toenail, because it's bleeding on the...
Oh, I see. Okay, go get the clippers.
Not all the clippers.
That looks gross. I'm very lucky that our organic fruit and veggie lady from the markets has offered to pack orders, and then we just have to go and pick up the box. So we don't have to actually put our hands in anything. I'm going into town. I don't like it. I feel much safer at home for everybody, but anyway. I read a bit more of my book. I'm halfway through now. and then I just, had a shower and hopped in the car. So yeah, my plans are just to kind of settle down for the afternoon and not do much. It's a rainy day, and that doesn't happen very often anymore, and won't happen probably for the rest of the year. So let's enjoy while we have the coziness and the excuse to not do anything. Right, I'm going to sing in the car at the top of my voice, and I'll see you guys when I'm back reading again. I just excuse all the smudges from my windscreen, but isn't this road just gorgeous with all of these beautiful big trees along it? Where I live is seriously so pretty. It was hard for me not to walk around in that park, let me tell you. Anyway, I just love this stretch of the road. I need to buy one of these houses and be in here every day. Like that house. Ooh. So pretty. I got my box of veggies, and we get a box of gluten-free donuts every week from the markets. And I pre-ordered everything, and I just walked in and picked it up and came back to my car, and I don't know, it was kind of really just a little bit sad. Part of the fun of shopping at markets, apart from getting amazing, fresh, awesome produce, is kind of that wandering around and hearing the music and talking to people, and that just wasn't there today, but that's okay. I'm in and out, I'm going straight home. Moved to the chair. I'm on page 194 now. I've just got this little bit to go. It's amazing how much reading you can get done when you don't have to do any housework. Danny and the kids have been out in the paddock doing horse stuff, which I totally don't do. So yeah, I've had great space to read. The house looks like bomb zone. We're just gonna have whatever's in the fridge for dinner, and like I just have let go of all the cares today. It feels really nice. I've had a wonderful booky kind of day. So yeah, let me finish this and then we'll chat. Okay, I just finished Feel Good Hit of the Year by Liam Piper. And like I said, this is his story of his childhood and how he struggled with drug and alcohol addictions and how he came clear of that. The back of the book talked a lot about how his bohemian, free-loving parents, that upbringing may have contributed to it. And at the end, he absolves them of responsibility. But I'm more angry with them. Like, this really struck a chord with me. And the fact that the person involved isn't angry makes me angry for him. I'm like, you should totally be angry. Yeah. It's a kind of a wild ride of him, working through his drug addiction and working through his alcoholism. But just at the base of it all is the way that he was taught to cope with things that were hard, were to self-medicate, because that's what his parents did. And he just followed the cycle. He had no choice but to do that, I don't think. Yeah, I could go on a big rant about, the kind of subconscious things that are nailed into us as kids that kind of play out in our adult lives. And I'm very aware of that for my children, but I won't. I'll save you the rant. I think I've already ranted enough in this video. But yeah, it was well written. It was pulled together. It was complete. It was an easy read. It was interesting. It was all of the things. I am very interested to read more of Liam Piper's work when I can pick up his new book. But yeah, I'm glad I read this. It's a 3-star. It wasn't bad, but it just it wasn't amazing. And I'm not a memoir reader, so maybe it's an amazing memoir, but I'm more of a emotive literary fiction kind of gal, I guess. But yeah, it was great. I can't believe I read a book in a day. I've never done that before in my life. Reading Mojo. I just watched Sean, the Book Maniac's Friday Reads, and he got back his reading mojo too, so maybe we're all feeling in a bit better spirits. Oh, anyway, this was part of my 40 before 40 project, so I need to put it on the pile. I'm ranking them with the best being at the top. I doubt Malibu is going to be knocked off. I think it would go under Commonwealth. I've got to move these lights. There we go. There's the stack. I think I'm going to finish this vlog here, being that it's a 2-day vlog, because, yeah, I am going to pick another book, and so, and read a bit later on, but I probably just need to get dinner sorted and do some of those things. So I've just got boring things to do this afternoon. So thanks for hanging out with me for the last couple of days. I'll be back on track because there will be no more gin drunk for a long while. It was just a bit of a birthday blast. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another vlog. Okay, bye.